I am Sangeeta and I am giving survival tips. This is a series that I'm doing, and I'm going to begin with advice to husbands, then advice to moms, things I've learned, and advice to content creators. Today's episode is advice to husbands. So let's get started. Number one, have a bath. No one wants to see you stinking. As much as you can't tell the difference of whether you're stinking or not. And by the way, disclaimer, my husband does have a bath, but I'm just saying sometimes some people forget, and so husbands, have a bath. It's really important, and wives also have a bath also, because that's also important. But that's a really important point. Point number two is change your clothes. Now I know pajamas are comfortable and it's like feel good and it feels nice to work from home and you don't want to get out of your clothes, but just because you work from home, like work from home doesn't mean you're a slob. It like, have some mercy on the people looking at you. Like, my husband loves red. Okay, he has like 5 different red t-shirts, so it actually visually looks like he's wearing the same clothes all the time, which he isn't, but kind of change it a bit. This morning when I woke up, I saw my husband and he was wearing blue. I was like, you listened to my podcast? And he was like, no, I didn't. But it was so, my eyes were like welcomed with a change of color. So make sure you change your clothes to visually probably stimulate those around you, yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 is talk to your parents. I know guys don't like to talk. They only have 300 words a day, but it's really important to communicate, not just to the people in your home, but to your friends and family outside. Not just because they need support, but and they would like to know how you're doing. And a lot of people don't want to disturb each other, but disturb your family. Call them up, WhatsApp them. WhatsApp has come up with this really amazing conference mode where you video chat, and then you can add, as you're talking, you can add people into the conversation. I did that with my family the other day, and it was amazing. And so I'm like, this morning, I think for me, I realized that it's very lonely. Being quarantined is lonely, not just for you, but just also your family and friends and extended family. So take some time to call your family, speak to them, ask them how they are. Don't make your wife nag you and tell you to call your family, and connect with each other. It's really hard for guys. I know you just want to just be a caveman and be inside and not talk to anyone, but no, talk to people. It's important for you also. You won't even realize how important it is for you. Don't be a caveman. Be a caveman for like maybe 20 hours a day, but then for 4 hours just be a little social, not just with the people around you, but to your family. And especially if you have old parents, like, they'll be worried. It'll be nice to see your face. Or on a personal note, it is really funny that my husband only gets forwards from my dad, and that is the only activity on his phone. So sorry George, I'm making fun of you, but the fact is that don't let your father-in-law's WhatsApp forwards be the only way your phone is active, and I don't mean just start forwarding messages to people. Talk, message, how are you? I'm fine. How are you coping? Do you have stock? Connect with people. It's nice. Just be kind and connect. Number 4 is find a way to change your environment in your house. Now I know it's hard. I live in a 1 BHK, but I still find 3 different locations for my husband to work from home, right? You have the balcony where I'm sitting right now. You have the bedroom, you have the living room, and I have 3 workstations. So when he gets bored of the bedroom, he can move to the living room and then move to the balcony. So what happens is you don't feel so caged. You feel like you feel free. You feel like, okay, I'm getting a little sunlight today. Okay, now I'm getting the AC. Now I'm getting a different environment. Now I can listen to some music and work. So find ways to, if you don't have a wise wife, which is my 4th point, by the way, but find ways to change your environment just for your mental freedom, so you're not feeling caged here. I mean, I know it can be quite restricting in your brain, so don't let your environment, and even if you're home, determine how trapped you feel. Okay. And finally, number 5, listen to Nick Hornby. as he quoted in About a Boy, which was a quote from somebody who I don't remember, but no man is an island. Listen to your wife, or listen to the women in charge of in your house if you're not married, because women are amazing. They will save you out of this quarantine. They know, they have these survival instincts that will, like, not just make you happy, but they will also find ways to make things creative, and like my great idea of moving the environment around the house. um, self self praise, yes, this is important. But listen to your wife, and be kind to her and praise her a little bit. Maybe she'd like a little praise, sometimes. But yeah, you should do that, because it's important to value your wife. I know that ever since the quarantine has happened, my husband has been like, there's a campaign called Share the Load. So he really literally took it literally, and now he doesn't let me do any work, which is so sweet and so romantic, and it's done wonders in our marriage. So literally listen to your wife, literally help her in the house. Trust me, you will be blessed. So that's my episode on survival tips. This one was for men. Next time I'll be talking to women and talking to moms about what they can do and how they can be creative. So stay tuned for that. I will catch you in the next episode.